Ja, ja. Die mense, hallo. Hoorie, het jy vir my grappie?
Ek het vir jou 'n grappie, dude.
Asseblief voordat ons live gaan, want hierdie weirdos wat na ons show kyk, hulle is maar weird.
Hey, Whitey.
Ja.
Light travels faster than sound. This is why some people appear bright until they open their mouths.
Hey Chris.
Yes, Whitey.
What do you call someone with no body and no nose?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Oh, yes. Hey, Whitey.
Huh.
I don't have a beer cut. I have a protective covering for my rock hard abs.
Hey Chris.
Yes, Whitey.
Did you hear the rumor about butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it.
Oh, hey, Whitey.
Ja.
A computer once beat me at chess, but it was no match for me at kickboxing.
Hoorie, gaan ons live gaan?
Ja, kom ons doen dit ou.
Alright. Hoorie, vir die mense wat ons nog daar buite kan hoor, dit is ons nuwe intro. So, enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Yes, everybody, welcome to SA Bros. Chris, hoe gaan dit, Bella?
Awesome. Ek love die intro, bro. Dit is so cool. Ek is psyched. Dit is awesome.
Ja, dit is fucking awesome. Ons kyk wat sê die mense daar. Paar intro brothers. Away. Hi julle, goeie begin. Nice, well done, Whitey. Dankie, Cindy. Well, good evening, everybody. Yolandi, Susan, Pam, Kloete, Sondag, bok voordat jy weer in jou broek kak.
Dennis Mwale, away Massakind, Shawnee, away. Yolandi Jansen van Vieren, my sissy is so. Oh, Pam. And away. Everybody watching, man.
Yeah.
Welcome. And you know what? Tonight is another bro night. We're going to check out the heavyweight man in this country. Die bra wat kan snotklappe gooi soos niemand anders nie. The man Flow Simba, man. Ek kan nie wag nie. Dit gaan phenomenal wees.
Yeah, yesterday it was the lightweight champion. Tonight it's the heavyweight champion.
Well, so ex-lightweight champion.
Ex-lightweight champion is obviously retired now, but where Flo is still active. Well, fuck, if you want to, you know, under this.
Flo's still donnering Oaks, dude. I've got you back there, man.
Anyways, let's bring him in. And welcome to Flo, the Demolition Man, Simba. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Lekker and you, brother.
Yes.
Yes, there. Oh, check who's saying here. Lawrence is in the house. How's it, Lawrence? How you, brother?
Hey.
So, Flo, talk to us, bud. Have lockdown been treating you? Have you been able to keep up with your training, your routines, and everything? How's it going?
Well, you know that all boxing gyms have been closed down. And only on the 1st of August, we've been given mandate to resume training if you've been approved by the PSA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so in terms of training, some gyms are still training back doors, but we're just trying to, how can I say, keep fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, man.
That's roughly the same as what Warren told us last night. It's just basics, just to stay fit and in shape and so on, and not become like Chris and myself, where we become like a fat plompies.
Duck, bro. I've become so duck. It's insane, Flo. I seriously, I need to train, dude. And you know what? After this lockdown, I think me and Whitey need to come and visit you for a day's training in a boxing gym. I think that'll be a great video.
That'll be great.
Yeah, well, awesome, I heard what you're doing to Kevin. The poor guy can't walk after you're done with him.
No, but he's improving every session, so it's working.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
dude.
mm.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's start with this. Obviously, you a man born in the Congo. How did you end up in South Africa?
Well, my family moved here. Obviously, my father wanted a better life, and yeah, he was a qualified doctor, so he came through, and I grew up here. So I stayed here. And the rest of my life was basically South Africa. So
Yeah, so you're South African, man. I know a lot of guys that are born somewhere else and then they come here, and you know what? You're South African
yeah.
as much as anybody, my brother. And where did your love for boxing start? Dude, obviously, if your dad's a doctor, he's there to heal people, and now you grow up and you there to murder
Oh,
people, huh?
that was a funny story, eh?
So
Uh,
enlighten us.
yo, like grade 9, I wanted to start doing boxing, and I got the courage to ask my dad. Yo, the lecture I got that night was, "No son of mine will be a boxer. What do you think I am?"
Yeah,
Blah 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 blah. And after matric, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do.
yeah.
If I wanted to do engineering, if I wanted to do this, so I started boxing, and the love grew from there.
One time.
And
So how did you realize? Listen, I don't want to be engineer. I don't want to do. I just want to murder oaks. That's that because that's pretty much
Well,
the mindset you got to have.
well, the thing is, it
Yeah,
wasn't. It was a catch-22. Let me say, also the family was going through some issues at that time, and
yeah,
I actually had to chip in a bit. So the boxing was the only way I could chip in at that point.
yeah.
So it was also a driving factor for me to go professional, because I won't even lie, I had 1 year's amateur experience. I've never boxed before that. Not
Wha-
so from 1 year's amateur's experience, and then I turned pro, and that's how my career started.
Once, man.
nou,
Well, yeah,
Simba, wag, Chris. Ek wil hom eers die vraag vra.
yeah.
Flo, what title are you currently holding?
I'm not currently holding anything at the moment, but I used to have the IBO Youth World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay. Because Andre says here, because I was Kevin told me you were currently the IBO heavyweight champion. So Andre
No,
Kloete is
no,
asking here. Oh yeah, clarify for us, please.
no. The title I fought for was a youth world title,
Yeah.
and only if you're under the age of 24, you can fight for that title. So
Yeah.
that was when I was in my youth. So I actually fought for the title, and yeah, I
When
got
you
it.
were still pretty and sexy.
Yeah, spring chicken.
Okay. A spring chicken. Okay. So I take it, are you mates with Justice Saliga?
Not really, but we were supposed to fight. How can I say? I think 2 years ago
Yeah.
in
What happened there?
Swaziland, and there was issues with the BSA approving the fight.
Yeah.
Well, the morning of the weigh-in, I got everything sorted,
Yeah.
because they wanted doctor's clearance. They wanted everything. I got everything cleared. I haven't accommodated, and I spoke to Justice's camp so we can organize him transport, because everybody's already deported for Swaziland,
Yeah.
because the fight would go on, and things didn't plan out that way. So fight didn't happen.
Once, man.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
you know what? Going down all the guys you fought, for some reason, you fight in the place where I grew up in Kempton Park. Almost all the fights you've had was there in Kempton. And you know what? Big respect, because if you can gooi punches in Kempton, you one of the boys there straight away, man. Uh,
Thank you.
but I see because Warwick's on here and he says, you know what? The current SA heavyweight is Ron Visser. Is that
Yes.
the truth? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the current SA champion, SA
Yeah.
heavyweight.
And
Okay.
have you ever? Well, tell me who was the one guy you fought against in your history so far that you can go like, this guy is made for greatness, or these guys should never get in a ring. You know?
Mm. Mm.
See,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
asked
thing.
me. That's a good
Yeah.
question, eh?
Once, man.
Well, how can I say? I can't really give you an answer to that, because the mindset of a fighter is you are the champion,
Yes.
and you made out of great stuff. And to me, every how can I say, mishaps or loss or everything,
Mm-hmm.
I hold it on the chin because I know what I've done wrong, and so I can't say it's any of my losses or any. I can't even pinpoint an opponent
Yeah.
because you really got to have something special
Yeah.
that I could say this guy is going somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your toughest fight out of everybody you fought?
Yeah.
Toughest fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. You're asking me good questions, eh? Because
Yeah,
to
we
be
did our
honest,
work.
You should know this, dude.
no, 'cause I've never really considered toughest fight because if it was my professional and amateur career, I
Yeah.
would say it would be the Gauteng Championships in my amateurs.
Is it?
Yeah, no, like that was war. We hit each other. That guy was solid.
Yeah.
Like I remember. I'll never forget till this day the first punch I received,
Yeah.
and he cracked me solid, and I felt it all the way down my vertebra.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I'm gonna be in here for a war.
Yeah.
And he was the 3-time SA champion at that time,
Yeah.
and we went at it.
It's one of those
I
punches you can smell.
Yeah, you can smell the sponges. Like you
Yeah.
can smell them, feel them, taste them, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so, yeah. I sat on the corner and they giving me instructions, but I'm thinking in my head, yes, I'm getting moved
Yeah.
there.
Is it?
I'm getting moved there.
Dude, I think that's the worst thing for any boxers. When you climb in, your first shot you get is a cracker, and then you realize, listen, we still got to go like 5 rounds or 10 rounds or whatever the round counts were.
That's
And you got to like man it up and go through it all, dude. I think that's the toughest
Exactly.
thing.
And fortunate in the end of the second round,
Yeah.
Nicky Ness actually he gave me, I don't know, a slap from the heavens. Like that slap woke me up. He's like, "Focus, you can win this fight." And I was after that slap, I was 100%. I was in the zone, and I was telling. It was the end of the fight. Like you go to your corner, it's your sanctuary, it's your home. You don't expect to get in. And that slap actually saved me. It actually it changed my mindset, and from there I just decided, no, I'm gonna take him. And after the fight, I actually realized I was ahead on by 1 point. So
nice.
I was actually doubting myself when I shouldn't be doubting myself.
Dude,
well, you see, that is what a PK does. A PK makes you rethink your setup in life. It's like, okay, I was doing it wrong. I got the PK. Now I know what to do.
It's a very humbling experience, dude. Straight up, man.
Now, here's a very good question from Toos. He's like, Flo, what was your toughest loss which you thought you definitely won? That is actually a very good question.
That's a good question.
Toughest loss. Ooh.
I'm sure that was also amateur days.
No, amateurs, no. Actually, pros, I wouldn't say that it was the toughest loss. I would say toughest loss in terms of learning curves.
Yeah.
It would be I think it was my last loss, the last loss of my career.
Yeah.
It was a guy that he didn't have a good resume.
Yeah.
But he caught me with a stupid punch. And that's when I actually realized, I need to go back to the drawing board and learn more. Because obviously the 1 year amateur experience didn't teach me anything.
Yeah.
I was going into all the fights hot-headed, and that's not boxing.
Well, dude, that's what boxing does, is it humbles you again, man. I think that's nothing humbles you like boxing. Any fighter will tell you, once you get that shot, the cock starts spinning again.
Yeah, exactly. Andre Kluter is asking, Simba, how much you weighing now, and how much do you weigh on fight night?
Well, right now I'm weighing about 99.
Yeah.
Fight nights I'm usually weighing about 98, 97-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So you're still in
with
the
the
zone.
diabetes, it's difficult with weight because
Yeah.
my weight fluctuates and I struggle to actually pick up weight. That's why I can't be a full-fledged heavyweight. I would love to be 110, 115 kilos, but I
Yeah.
struggle to pick up weight.
Melt
So
cheese and drink it as a beverage. You'll pick up weight.
Yeah.
that's right. You don't understand. I used to try everything. There was a stage in my life I was eating McDonald's, all the junk food every single day, just so I could try and bulk up.
Yeah.
It didn't
Nothing.
work.
Don't worry, my
Nothing.
friend. Age is going to be one of your friends. The moment you get older, you'll check how quickly you can bulk up.
That pot belly.
You just get fat for nothing. I promise you. But getting fat is going to
Well,
be the easiest
I
thing
thought
you
that
ever
was
try.
gonna happen, but it's not happening. You know, I'm still struggling to pick up weight now.
Yeah.
You know what's one way to pick up weight? Start smoking, give it up, you'll pick up weight. I promise you.
No, but then you'll never want to go back, man. Indeed, once you get a taste of that good life, yes, dude.
The good
over,
life.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, the good life, bro. Yes.
So,
man.
okay, we've gone from your toughest fights and your hardest. What? What was your best fight? Even if you didn't win it, what was your fight that stands out in your mind as the night of all nights?
Well, it was a boxing down, I would say.
Yeah.
I was fighting a guy. What's his name? Wiseman Lomo.
Yeah.
And like, remember a year ago, it was my first year in boxing, and 2 years before that, I've never been in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
And we get to the weigh in, so I jump on the scale. I'm about 96 kilos at the time,
Yeah.
and fit and ready. And then this guy jumps on this damn scale, and the scale says OL, and I'm like, what? So this guy literally overloaded the scale.
Aw.
So he had
Yeah.
his limit was more than 120 basically, because the limit on the scale was 120. So
Yeah.
we got into the ring, and I've never seen a guy that could use his weight like that, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
He used his weight. He put me in the corner. He stuck his hand out. He literally made me feel like a little boy.
Yeah.
And then time here and there, I got opportunities. I knocked him down and so forth. But he kept on killing me with his weight.
Oh, is it?
And round, he put me in the corner and he bashed me.
Yeah.
Is it?
He bashed me.
So basically, the boy could dance. He could move with that big body of his.
Not really. He just knew how to use his body against me.
Ah. Okay.
And
I get it.
the moment I got out of that corner, yes, I let it rip. I was so pissed. I let it rip, and the sixth round, it was the end of the fight, and thank God they stopped the fight, and that fight was actually quite intense. I actually learned a lot in that fight.
Is it?
Yeah, I learned a lot. I actually learned weight is a big thing.
It's a big thing, dude.
It's a big thing. You can get hit with a truck, and you can get hit with a car.
Yeah.
A car, you might go a truck, no chance.
Yeah, exactly. Well, dude, obviously you hit like a truck, because none of your like pro fights last longer than 6 rounds.
Well, that's a blessing, I would
You
say.
clock guys, like looking at your stats and stuff. You knock dudes out at an amazing rate, and it doesn't take you long. Yeah.
Now, do you want to see what it looks like, Chris?
Yeah, show me.
Do you want to see that? Okay, I'm going to show you. I asked Kevin to send me this video, Flo. You'll know what it. Did you see that? Watch how he knocks somebody out.
Well, yeah, we are in round 5, our penultimate round in this fight, and it's all been the youngster Flo Simba.
Boom! Yeah, watch it slow motion.
Unbelievable! It's all over. Father shouting. Flo Simba won in devastating fashion. Flo Simba's not.
Yes.
I don't think we've seen a round like that in the South African boxing ring for many years.
You bowled that out sticking, bro. That's a beautiful knockout, my brother. Damn.
Did you speak to the guy afterwards?
Well, not really, but
Not
'cause
directly after the fight, but like a week or two later.
No, he was from Argentina, I think, but also there was language barrier problem. But because of my friend's background, I could decipher some of the things he was saying, and that guy was morally trying to break me down mentally. Every time I cracked him with a good shot, he would say "bomb," which translated means good.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting this guy with my best shots, and this guy's bomb.
Going,
and he keeps on coming back at me. Bomb. Keeps on coming back at me.
But those Argentinians are tough. Them Mexicans, any southern hemisphere freaking country, bro, apart from Mexico, are like the toughest dudes on this planet, you know?
No, that guy was solid.
Yeah, well, he wasn't as solid after that fucking punch.
Nah, you laid it straight there, my brother. That was beautiful, man.
No.
Obviously, you know what? Now the guys know if you go and check a fight where Flo's there, you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna see somebody get cracked, but it's gonna be beautiful. It's brilliant, man.
I try, but the thing is, boxing it's about the W. It's not about the knockout.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Now, was that your dad in the corner that went, yo, and he's everything? Huh?
That was another promoter.
Okay, well, he was like, yo, yeah, no, that's it. Sleepy, slop and state. No, that was brilliant to see him. He was like, yo, you could just hear him say, yo.
Dude, you know what? I bet you that guy's not even fighting anymore. After a crack like that, it's like, no, I'm ready to retire. I'll do something else.
Actually, I haven't checked. I should have actually checked his record. I'll check.
Check after the show.
A shot like that changes your life, bro. And honestly, like that's what you could see in his face when he was lying there. He was going, I need to change my life. I can do more work in the garden and shit. Fuck, I don't need to do this, bro. Seriously.
You become a bit gun shy.
Yeah.
So it does happen. But ironically, that move that I actually stopped him with, I never did it before. It was the first time on that night.
That's a bowl, bro.
I noticed something that he kept on doing every round.
Yeah.
And
he's opening up there.
I went.
Yeah.
Because I know for weeks I was getting hit with that same combination, that same trick.
Yeah.
And what happened? And
bing, bang, boom.
It was blessing.
So, which gym did you start fighting at? With obviously, I want to find out how your love for boxing came. Because obviously, you're an older guy. When you get into boxing now, you just about finished with school, and then you walk into a gym and you go like, "Dude, I can do this, man." And then you become good. So, which gym was your first gym? Who was your first trainer?
Okay, my first gym was Southside Boxing Gym in the South in Regent's Park.
Yeah.
And my first trainer was Aubrey Lovett.
Yeah.
Jared Lovett's father. So I got into the gym, and I won't even lie that the gym is a family. It was remarkable to be part of that atmosphere.
Yeah.
And my love grew from like the first 2 weeks. I was in love. Yeah. And I wanted to train more. I wanted to push more, and then I started training at another gym as well on the alternative days. So on a Monday, I'll be at the other gym, which was South Hills Boxing Gym, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'd be at Southside. So at that time, I was training 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah,
trying to push up and improve my boxing every day.
So how long were you boxing before you got into the amateur leagues and then got pro?
Well, it was I would say about 13 or 14 months.
Dude, that is quick.
Yeah, well, you see, it was at Gauteng's after I beat the South African champion.
Yeah,
I was supposed to go to the nationals, and unfortunately, that I don't have citizenship, and they didn't tell me that when I got to. So I didn't qualify to fight nationals and so forth. So
it's a guy that grew up in South Africa, but you can't be a citizen.
Yeah, I was upset. I was upset. Like You could have told me this months ago, because there's quite a how can I say, a space between championships, Gauteng's, regionals, and so forth.
Yeah.
They didn't. Well, probably they didn't think I would make it that far. So I was a bit upset about it, and I decided, stuff this system, because obviously being a heavier guy, you go to tournaments and you don't get fights. So I decided to just not hang my gloves, but put my gloves in a different arena and go pro.
Well, how did you get around it? Did you actually start fighting as a Congolese citizen in South Africa?
No, I've gotten IDs.
Yeah.
They just say Flow Simba, South African. That's all.
Is it? Awesome.
So
you know what? I think it's once they check. Okay, this Ak is moering Ak's lekker. I think we need him to be a South African now, because he's obviously representing. I think that makes a lot of people sad, man. Is there's guys that have their whole lives here in this beautiful country, and they never considered a part of it. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah.
It sucks, bro.
Well, here's a good question from Yolandi. She's asking, where do you see yourself as boxer in 5 years from now?
Well, 5 years from now, I see myself retired.
I'm getting duck, bro, bulking up, baby.
But I do have a few goals that I want to set. I do want to get a world title.
Yeah.
In the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And in the next 1 or 2 years, I'm expecting at least a regional African title, or continental title, let me say.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my milestones.
And who will be your like look up to fighter to fight for a title? Obviously, there's the world heavyweights at the moment. Who's your favorite guy, and who would you actually like to be in the ring with? Who do you think you want to measure up to?
Well, right now the big guy, it's Anthony Joshua.
Absolutely.
And I won't lie, he's a beast. And you know what? I thought to myself, yes, you can hit as hard, you can be agile, but as you learn more about boxing, you learn more about the
thinking game, dude. Yeah.
Excuse me. There's a lot of, how can I say, elements to it. So
yeah,
I would definitely like to fight Joshua one day.
Yeah, because he's one of the. You know what's cool about him is he's not one of the big talkers. He's one of the nice, like he's a gentleman boxer, bro. Actually, until he gets in the ring, then the animal comes out. That guy is just a machine, bro. Wow.
Yeah, Joshua, it's a big step, but something I learned. When can I say? I think it was amateurs, but I learned how to decipher it properly late in my professional career. Was that you can be as strong as you want, but you cannot use your power if you can't hit your target.
Yeah.
So it becomes a useless tool now as a fighter. If you can't hit your target, all that power is useless. And those are the kind of things you have to understand as a fighter.
Yeah. And you've got that talent. I mean, you walked into the game, like you said, it was a couple of months, and all of a sudden you just whacking stuff and getting titles now. Some guys train their whole lives to get semi-good and to really like get into it. Obviously, you've just had a natural knack for it. You walked in and the stuff's making sense to you. I know a lot of boxers they finish their careers and then they realize, oh my God, there was different aspects that I never thought of. And I think every boxer that you never stop learning. It's one of the things of boxing is you'll never stop learning.
Now, Flo, did you ever spar against Donnie van Jerdin?
No.
His brother is Chris van Jerdin.
Chris van Jerdin's brother. Yes, we did.
Yes. Okay, so then I'll bring up this question. He's like, Warwick is asking, Flo, does Donnie van Jerdin bang hard? And then he goes on, did you spar?
Okay, guys, that question is, I really don't like to question other people's power because what's they going to gain me? But every fighter, let me say that, hits hard. Yeah. As long as he gets it on the button, he hits hard. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what?
on the size. As long as he catches the button or he hurts you, he hurts
Yeah.
you.
That trip
Yeah.
switch.
Yep, the trip switch, but
Next question. Yeah.
back.
Yeah, this is a good one. Claudia is asking, Flo, what do you do to amp yourself up before a fight?
Oh, what do I do to amp myself before a fight?
Yeah.
Well, generally, in the beginning, I was very nervous. You know that I'd walk that locker room till I was dead, basically. But
Yeah.
something Harold said to me, I think it was my fourth fight or my fifth fight, changed my whole perception of going into the ring. He's like,
Yeah.
"Why are you stressed?" And I was like, "Because I'm about to fight." And he's like,
Yeah.
"You shouldn't be stressing." And then I'm like, "Why?" And he said, "There's no way in hell your opponent trained as hard as you." And I thought about it, and then I recalled all the hours on the road, all the time in the gym, all of the moments I've had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, sis, there's not a chance, because
Yeah.
at that stage I was training 3-4 times a day, 1-2 hour sessions, and look, I know I put in work. That was my confidence. The guy that trains the most wins. So
And fights easy, man.
So after that, my mindset changed. I decided to become a bulldog from there.
Yeah, the harder you train, the easier the fights go, man. Absolutely.
Now, is it Kevin told me something 2 days ago, Chris, that he said we were busy testing the new paintball arena out because they want to open for COVID. Now, I wonder if this saying doesn't go with boxing as well. You mustn't be scared of the paint. You must just get hit the whole time with those paintballs. Yes, it's going to hurt, but the second you are not afraid of it anymore, then you're going to be a pit bull, like you just said.
Yeah.
The second you stop fearing of getting hit is the second you're going to start hitting harder. Is that this? Can we link the two?
Yes.
Sort of. I wouldn't say it's harder, but I would say you would see openings that you wouldn't normally see.
Okay. Because instead of thinking of the fear, you now focusing on where to find them.
Yeah,
I can think.
When you start relaxing your eyes and relaxing your body, you start seeing things, split-second things that you won't normally see in a fight. And those are your opportunities. You either take them or leave them. And that's the one thing Harold always said: you don't get paid overtime. If you see the opening, go for it. And that's where a lot of the knockouts came from.
You say Harold Fulbright.
Harold Fulbright, yeah.
Yeah, once, man. What an awesome trainer.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, awesome dude, man.
Now, Flo, are you ever envisioning yourself when you retire to open up your own gym and training new youngsters and so on?
Yeah.
Well, it's becoming a dream of mine now because of also I didn't learn a lot in amateurs, and I also see what the amateurs are teaching other guys and other kids, and I also don't want to have them go through the same, how can I say, road that I've traveled. I prefer them knowing what they're getting themselves into before they get into the ring.
Yeah.
And I've seen certain simple things like defenses that I didn't know when I started boxing that I know now that I wish I knew back then.
Yes.
Which could have changed my whole concept of the sport.
Yeah.
So definitely I would love to open up a gym one day.
Okay.
But right now I'm just training personal clients one-on-one, and some of them are actually they're actually enjoying the extra input that I'm putting, because I could just tell you throw punches, but anybody can throw punches. It's a little bit more than that.
Learn how to get hit, not just how to hit. Learn how to get hit.
Yeah, it's not only learning how to get hit; it's also learning how to defend yourself, learning how to ride a punch. Those are the kind of things you need to learn.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you said earlier, Anthea Joshua. Now, the Tyson Fury Joshua fight. That needs to happen. What do you think is going to happen there?
Well, it's a difficult one, eh?
Two Brits going at it in Las Vegas. It's going to be brilliant.
On Joshua, man. I must be honest,
No, well, it depends. If Joshua cracks Tyson, he might go, but Tyson's got a lot of grit, eh? He's got a
he
lot
does.
of heart.
He's got
Yeah.
And
heart,
another
man.
thing is, for a big guy, Tyson can move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
we saw
move,
that.
might, how can I say, mess up Joshua's game plan, and he might not touch what you call it.
Yeah.
Joshua might not touch Tyson. So,
Yeah.
like I said, if you can't hit your target, all that power, all that brute force means nothing.
Mhm.
Now we saw that with Tyson with that last fight against the Wilder, because Wilder went into that fight unbeaten. I think it was 32-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Tyson came out, but that shot against the ear, that was the end of that fight.
That was
And
nasty,
you could actually see that Wilder for those few seconds were in pain, and then his ear started bleeding. That messed up his whole everything, his balance in the works. And
That's what
he
your soul
wanted
leaves
to
your
go
body.
on. He wanted to go on, but he was knocked out. Now
Yeah.
that can happen with Joshua. If Tyson now, he's got that massive long reach as well. He's 6'9". If that shot connects again against the ear, that's Joshua done.
Yeah. It's any
So
fighter, dude, especially
but
with
again, it's
heavyweights.
anybody's fight.
It's anybody's fight, but
if-
also
if-
it depends
yeah.
on if Joshua is set on one thing where he's the come forward fight, he's always fighting strong, that will be his default. If
Yeah.
Tyson does the same thing, that's what happened to Tyson and Wilder.
Yeah.
Wilder is generally the wild card, the guy that's coming forward and taking
Yeah.
the fight to his opponent. Tyson did the opposite. He flipped it and brought it to Wilder. Wilder didn't
Yeah.
expect that.
Yeah,
And when you don't expect that, you're not in your comfort zone.
exactly.
So you feel like, okay, what's happening now? What do I do? And that's when you're in trouble, because when you've got no tricks up your sleeve,
And your game plan has been flipped
Yeah.
upside down. You're done.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, that's now that fight. Now you've heard Mike Tyson wants to get back into boxing. Obviously, it's just it's not full on title boxing. But do you think it's a wise decision for him to step into a ring again at his age?
I don't see a problem. You know, the thing is, boxing is one of those sports. Once you've done it, it's with you for life.
Yeah.
Think of it like this: when you swim,
Yeah.
regardless if you haven't swam for 10 years, 5 years, if they throw you in a river, you're gonna swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how far I'm going to swim, but I can swim.
So now he's getting back there, and he still, if you see the clips, he still has the movement.
I've
He
seen
still has phenomenal shoulder movement, twisting power. So he
Mike
can
Tyson,
generate a lot of power at his age. So he can put a lot of people to shame.
Yeah. Now we're quickly running out of time, so I just want to get through the questions the guys are asking. Claudia's asking, it's a funny one, a very stereotypical question, but have the Rocky movies inspired you in any way?
Yes, that is so true.
Yeah.
There
What's
we
your
go.
favorite
Into it.
boxing movie?
Well, I would say all of the Rockies,
Yeah.
and I like the new Creed movies as well,
Yeah.
because you get the underdog experience, you know, where you'll fight guys that have been boxing for years,
Yeah.
this and that, and you come from nothing, blah blah blah, or you just a nobody, okay, and you put in the work, and yes, it might be difficult. Yes, maybe all the spotlights on you and whatnot, but you focusing on one thing, and that is the other man in front of you. He's in your way from your
The
path to get to the
championship belt.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all you're focusing on to get the W.
He's another
So-
step in the ladder, man.
The Rocky movies, they were always enticing because you have to dig deep. You do
Yeah.
get those moments in the ring where you're like, yes, did I choose the right thing? And you got to dig deep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
What-
Sorry,
what-
there's somebody asked you a question and I lost it now. What you better ask my question. It would benefit all of us. Well, if he can. Okay. Well, while she's retyping it, Flo. Where can people reach you and so on if they want to
Yeah.
get personal training?
Well, they can reach me on my phone or Instagram, Facebook.
What is your number?
078.
Yeah.
Can I actually give a number out on this thing?
Yeah,
Zero
man.
If you want
check it out.
more work, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
495
495 6.
6179.
Right, there you go. I'm just saving it because I'm going to bring it up on screen. There you go. Boom.
I honestly don't think anybody's stupid enough to send you a dick pic or something. You know, you're the last guy you want to piss off. Absolutely, that'll be.
I'm a very chilled person, so
That's great. And you know what I've learned through the years, bro, is normally boxers are all they're the most chill dudes around. They're not the big talkers and shit everybody thinks they are, because it's like once you know you can blicksome somebody, you can chill a bit. You don't need to prove anything, you know?
Well, it's not that. I don't think it's that. I don't think you got anything to prove to no one. I think it's that, like, why must I hit you? You know, I could rather play pool than deal with you guys, you know?
Oh, dude, I would love to go for a dope with you, my brother. Honestly, I think we'll have an amazing time.
I found Cindy's question. She's saying, Flo, you have a good punch. Can't you knock lockdown to another planet, please?
Yes, if it was a person, I would try my best, eh? I won't even lie.
If it was a person, you would have had a whole army behind you. I promise you. We'd be right next to you, my brother.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know what, Flo? We got to thank you, dude, for giving us your time. Obviously, we got to cut tonight short because we've got the Mkulu out tonight, and he's going to be talking. Yeah, the boss is talking, and hopefully he gives us some good news. And because I know South Africa's, the COVID numbers and stuff are rising, and it's getting dangerous out there. But you gave us some of your time, my brother, and I can't thank you enough. The SA Bros family love you, man. And you know what? We wish you all the best. And we hope that you've got some more years in you and get to the top, my brother. I would love to see you succeed and blicksome some of these big overseas oaks. They don't understand how tough Africa is, bro. We need an African at the top again. It'll be awesome, my brother.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Flo, have a good one, and you and I will chat again probably tomorrow, okay?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Florante Simba, my brother, you are the king, my bro. And keep him up and always fucking stay awesome. You're an awesome guy. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Keep safe.
Flo.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow.
Lekker show.
Wat 'n lekker bro.
Baie duidelik en baie humble. Soos die mense gesê het, hy's verskriklik humble.
Yeah, it's been 2 nights now that we've been talking to fighters, and I just love how calm and chill these oaks are, bro. Everybody else is either psyched or they befuck with a politic and cock and high cock. Maar boxers are like, they just take stuff in their stride. I love fighters, man. They are just the most chill guys. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I love how Cindy says here, Bro Friday. Yes, guys, tomorrow is Bro Friday. We will chat to you guys and then we DJ afterwards.
Yeah, then we are going to DJ afterwards. But, dude, we got to make it interesting. If we're going to have a Bro Friday, we need to do something cool.
Yeah, last week we did the braai.
Yes, we did the braai. So tomorrow we've got to find something different that's pretty cool.
Oh, wait. We are doing something.
No, during the day, yeah.
Yeah, but that's going to last until about 4 o'clock, 4:30 before we get home.
Yeah. Yeah, we getting into the psychology. We're getting manis and petties, baby.
Are we going from boxing and mooring guys to get petties? Ek moet net nie vir Sarah sê nie, as daai beach uitvind dat ons manis petties gaan.
Groot kak. Sarah ruk jou rooibord uit, sy plak het op haar panties, ek sê vir jou.
Bra, sy gaan ons hare uit ons oogsakkets uitruk.
Well, guys, good luck tonight. Hopefully there's good news.
Yeah.
Hopefully, life is getting a bit more back to normal and they've sorted out the hospitals. and things are going to work out. But you know what?
Vertel
From
nog
the
'n
bros.
grappie. Die
Vertel
grappies
nog
is aan die begin van die show.
Ja,
Hospitals are better. Die grappies is aan 7:00 my vriend, nie
Hey,
amper
wat
8:00 nie.
Hey,
Ja,
Watty.
ja.
Watty. They're going to put us back on level 2. Yeah, shit. This wishful thinking. Yeah, big joke. Talking jokes here, Chris. Why you funny guy? But you know what, guys? Like I said, we are getting everything ready for our Bro Hits month. It's almost Ladies Month. You guys get a whole month. It's okay. We get the rest of the year, baby.
Ha! Waar kry ons die rest of die jaar?
Hulle kry
As ons hier
maand.
plaas, dan kry ons kak van 'n laaf.
Every day is Bro Day,
Joke,
bro.
joke.
Every
Dit is-
every day is Bro Day.
Yeah.
Absolutely power. And
Jy,
you know
ek
what?
loop so die strate want ek is king dingeling.
King tingling. Well, guys, you know what? Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
You know we love you more than
Yeah.
friends, and look after each other, love each other, listen to each other, and just be there for each other. We love you guys, and be safe. Dra jou fucking masker. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Well, goodbye, everybody. From SA Bro.